Hello everyone, welcome back again to Excel with Ugo. Today's tutorial is all about the basics of Microsoft Excel, and like I always tell people, for anything you want to be a master of in life, do not neglect the foundation because it is the key to excellence. You can liken it to a building that is built on a weak foundation. What happens is that it comes crumbling down, but when that building is placed on a solid foundation, it never falls. Therefore, my job here today is to make sure that your Excel knowledge is placed on a solid foundation. So let's get started. Whether you're a new or an experienced user of Excel, no matter what version you're using, you'll be learning how the Excel spreadsheet is laid out, the anatomy of the spreadsheet, some basic Excel terminologies, shortcut keys, etc. I'll be using the 2013 version of Excel, so I'll just go straight to my desktop to open it. But for first-time users who don't already have the app pinned to their taskbar, you can choose to open it directly from your desktop, or you right-click on it, then you click on Pin to Taskbar, so you would have it showing on your taskbar. Then you can open it from there. Double click to open it. The first place you would want to go to is on the blank workbook. But if you look over on this right hand side, you will see that Excel has made available a couple of templates for users to explore. All you need to do is to search for your templates, for any template of your choice, select it and edit the data to put in your own preferred data. So there are templates like budget, there are invoices, schedules, and a lot of them. So you can also search for a specific template. You can search online. Let's say we're looking for personal budget. Excel will bring out several templates for you to choose, edit, and start using. But having said that, the best way for you to learn how to use Excel is by going through the blank workbook. So we'll double click to open it. The first thing you need to learn in Excel is the layout. There are certain terms that you should know. First off is the title bar. This is where the name of your file will appear after you've saved it. So let's try saving this file. To do that, you click on File, you go to Save As, saving for the first time. Then you click on Desktop or any location of your choice. Then let's save this file as Ugo Workbook 1. And you click on Save. You can see that the name of the file on the title bar has changed to Ugo Workbook 1. So you can choose to save it with any name of your choice, maybe the name of the work, the document you're working with at that time. Could be project, budget, whatever. Next thing you should know is the quick access toolbar. These are quick access tools to some of the commonly used features in Excel. So you can choose to customize it to fit in as many features as you want. But by default, what you have there is the save button, or you use Ctrl S as shortcut key to save. You have the undo button, or you use Ctrl Z as shortcut key to undo. The redo button, or you use Ctrl Y as shortcut key to redo. On the right hand side there, you have the minimize button. You can click to minimize and you go back to open up. You have the restore down button. You restore the page down a bit. Then you can maximize back. Then you have the close button, that X sign there. So when you click on it, Excel will ask you to either save your work or don't save it, or you cancel if you're not ready to close. Another thing you should note across the top, just underneath the title bar, are what is called tabs in Excel. Starting with the Home tab, the Insert tab, the Page Layout tab, Formulas, Data, Review, and View tabs. Below the tabs are called ribbons, and the ribbons are divided into groups. When you click on the Insert tab, you get the Insert ribbon. You click on the Home tab, you get the Home ribbon. And the Home ribbon is divided into Clipboard group, Font group, Alignment group, Number group, Styles, etc. When you click on the Insert tab, the Insert ribbon is divided into Tables groups, Illustration groups, Apps groups, Charts groups, etc. When you click on the Page Layout tab, the Page Layout ribbon is divided into Themes groups, Page Setup groups, Scale to Fit groups, etc. Same thing applies to Formulas, Data, Review, and View tabs. They all have their own ribbons, and these ribbons are divided into their various groups. Some of the groups have what is called the launch button. You'll find these buttons within those groups that have many options but cannot fit into them because they are small. Whereas for those groups that do not have need for more options, you wouldn't find the buttons there, just like the styles group. Let's try clicking on the launch button in the fonts group. You can see it brings out more options for you to explore. Let's try the Page Layout tab. You click on the launch button in the Page Setup group. You can see there are other options there as well. So apart from the tabs, the ribbons, the groups, the launch buttons, another thing you should know in Excel is what is called the name box. So this is the box that shows you the name of an active cell. A cell becomes active when you click on it, and you can easily identify an active cell when you see a green light box showing on top of it, just as you can see on the screen here. Let me click on the zoom slider for you to see it clearly. The name of this particular cell is cell C2, and this one is cell D2. In Excel, columns are usually represented by alphabets, rows are represented by numbers, while a cell is the intersection between a column, which is an alphabet, and a row, which is a number, and you always see the name of an active cell in the name box. Like the name of this active cell, as you can see on the name box, is called cell B1. You can also change the name of a cell. Let's change this one to date. You can see there, anytime you click on that cell, the name appears as date. Let's try changing this to month. And whenever you click on the cell, you can see it will show date, month. So that is how to name a cell in Excel. Over here is the formula bar. This bar will normally show you whatever data you have in your active cell, whether it's a text or a number or a formula. You would see your data in the formula bar. But for formulas, it is the formula bar that will show you the formula you used in getting the results in your active cell. You can click on this down arrow to expand it, or click on it again to take it back. So let's move from the Excel layout and talk about the anatomy of the spreadsheet. Anytime you open up a blank workbook in Excel, you will see at least one sheet opened up, which means you can open as many sheets as you like depending on what you're working on. This tab here is called the Sheet tab scroll bar. This scroll bar becomes active when you have many sheets opened up. Let's try opening more sheets for clarity's sake. To open a new worksheet, you click on this plus sign just beside the sheet. Now we already have more sheets open. You can see you scroll to the left, you scroll to the right, and for you to locate any sheet, you can as well just right click instead of scrolling through and click on any sheet you want to go to and click on OK. You can see, so instead of scrolling left and right, to save time, just right click on your sheet, click on OK. You can also choose to rename your worksheet. It's best to name your sheet based on what you're working on. Let's say this particular workbook is our financial statement. To rename, you right click on the sheet, you click on rename, and you type what you want to edit it as. Let's say this is the profit and loss worksheet. You click on that sheet, you right click, click on rename, change it to your preferred name, right click, you click on rename. Let's change this to cash flow statement. So these are ways you can rename your worksheet. You can also choose to change the color. You right click, you click on tab color, and the color changes. You right click, you click on tab color, and change the color to your preferred color. So there are many exciting things you can do when you continue to work with Microsoft Excel. Just take your time, explore, and you can do many other things. Let's also try to hide this worksheet. You right click, you click on hide, and it's gone. To bring it back, just click on any sheet there. You right click, you click on unhide, you select the hidden sheet, and you click on OK. Then it comes back. This is called the horizontal scroll bar. You can use it to scroll down or you scroll up. Why this is the vertical scroll bar? You can use to scroll to the right or scroll to the left. There's something I forgot to talk about when I was talking about cells. Cells can also be identified in Excel as a range. When you highlight from one point to another point, it's called a range. The way you would call this range is B2 to D8, based on where the highlight started from to where it ends. And when you type in, you use the column to represent D2, that is B2 column D8. You should also note that whenever you highlight a particular range, the first cell where you started the highlight from would be blank, but it is also highlighted. And the way you call this particular range is F2 to I8. Another thing that is worthy of note in the Excel layout is the ribbon display options. When you click on this icon here, just before the minimize button, Excel gives you the option to either hide all your ribbons and your tabs, or you choose to show the tabs and hide the ribbons, or you choose to show all the tabs and the ribbons. When you click on the first option there, you can see that all the tabs and the ribbons are hidden. And if while working you have need of it, you just click at the top there for it to pop out. So you can see the moment you click out, it goes off. You click at the top, it comes out. After selecting whatever you want, it goes back off. And if you choose the second option, you can see that the tabs are showing, but the ribbons are not there. If you have need for any of the ribbon, you click on the tab and the ribbon will come out. When you click on the insert tab, you see the insert ribbon. Once you click out, it goes off. You click on the page layout tab, the ribbon comes out, and the moment you click out, it goes off. But then when you choose the third option, it brings out the tabs, the ribbons, everything is there on the screen. So it really depends on how you want your spreadsheet to look like when you're working. Some people choose to hide their ribbons and tabs, especially when they need more space. So this is pretty much the first stage of the Excel foundation. I believe by now you now know how the Excel layout looks like. You've learned some basic terminologies in Excel. You now know what the ribbons are called, the tabs, the groups, the launch buttons. You now know what a column and a row is. You now know about the anatomy of the spreadsheet, how to change a sheet name, how to color it, and others. So in our next video, we'll be looking at practical ways to apply each of these tools as we have learned today. We're going to be learning how to input data into cells, some of the basic Excel functions and formulas, useful Excel shortcut keys. So please watch out for those videos. Click on the notification button so that you will be notified whenever a new video is put up. If you have any question, please put it in the comment section and I'll make sure I answer all your questions. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video, and thank you for watching.